The visa is a new arrival onto the UK visa scene. It was first introduced in May of 2019 with a view, the government's idea behind it was to attract high quality entrepreneurs into the UK so that they can establish and create economic activity and jobs in the United Kingdom. Now, the old system was called the Entrepreneur Visa, and in terms of the global market for entrepreneur visas, it was actually quite prohibitive. So, for example, in Canada, they had a far more favourable entrepreneur visa regime, which attracted more talent to Canada. And that's just one example, and that's one of the policy driving forces behind the government reforming the entrepreneur visa and introducing the UK Innovator Visa. Now, the UK immigration rules state that the Innovator Visa is for experienced and highly driven and genuine entrepreneurs who wish to establish a business in the UK. Now, the major difference with this new system is that applicants need to have what's called an endorsing body verify their business idea and verify their business plan. Now, there is no real guidance from the Home Office as to what exactly the endorsing bodies are, rather who exactly they are, but generally it's any institution that has credibility in the business world. So often people may wish to go to a bank or a financial advisor or a startup incubator. Now, the latter is relevant because at Q Legal we have an association with a very reputable startup incubator in the UK, and if that's something you wish to explore, then by all means, the conversations can definitely be had. So the role of the endorsing body is simply to have a look at the business idea, business plan, and then endorse it for the purposes of the application. And really the endorsing body is taking responsibility with the Home Office in confirming that the idea is a genuine idea, that the idea is a good idea. Now, really what you need to prove, both to the endorsing body and really actually to the Home Office, is that the business idea is one, innovative, it needs to be creative, it needs to be new. Two, it needs to be viable, that is, it needs to be a viable business idea with potential for profits, potential for growth. And three, it needs to be scalable, so it needs scalability. And that's connected as well to the second leg of viability. It needs to be a genuine business idea with real potential for growth. And these are the legs in the application that you need to satisfy the endorsing body and you need to satisfy the Home Office. Now, a critical piece of the Innovator Visa is how much equity, how much startup capital is needed in order to invest in the business in the UK or the startup in the UK. So the threshold for the Innovator Visa is £50,000 sterling. Now, that's far more favourable than what it used to be. So £50,000 is what an applicant needs to show they have control over, and they show they have control over it by submitting their bank statements to the Home Office with the application. So, what are the major pitfalls in making these applications? Well, the obvious pitfall, I guess, is not being able to get an endorsing body, or indeed having the endorsing body reject your idea. Now, obviously, if that happens, don't even bother making the application because the Home Office will reject it. Now, outside of the endorsing body issue, one major pitfall is you need to satisfy the Home Office you are a credible business person, okay? The Home Office need to know that you are a real business person, you have a passion for your idea, you have a passion for the entrepreneurial way of life, really. And without that, the application is not going to get far. Now, this is important because the Home Office are very suspicious people, naturally. So what they're kind of testing with having a look at an applicant's genuineness is whether the application really is a business person, or they're just saying they're a business person for the purposes of the application. And once they get in the UK, you know, they do all sorts of things, go underground maybe, or, you know, like I say, the Home Office are suspicious. So that's why the genuine entrepreneur test is still very relevant. You need to prove to the Home Office you are a real business person. The best way to do that is really if you have experience in the business world already, or if that really comes across in your application and really comes across in your business plan that you are a genuine business person, you have a real drive and a real passion for what you're doing. Now, the other major pitfalls in the application, I guess, are basically, related to the other criteria in the application, which are you need to show you've got proficiency in the English language, so you need to sit an English language test, so unless you pass the English language test, you're not going to get the visa. For people who are from English-speaking countries like the United States, Canada, New Zealand, etc., 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 obviously you don't need to sit an English language test. You also need to show that you have sufficient maintenance, which means you have enough money to live off once you get into the UK, and the amount is £945 per month. So in the application, you also need to demonstrate to the Home Office you have at least £945 a month available to you for living expenses.